Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Let's talk about it, family. Agree, disagree. A2D Radio. We are live from the Real Talk Studios, like we are every Sunday. And every Sunday, we're brought to you by our doc, Make 'Em Yours, Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, located in Burlington, Princeton, and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We'll have the doc on around 11:15. Be talking injuries, be talking Jernigan back. So a lot of stuff to talk about with the doc at 11:15. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Robbie Poe on the ones and twos. Congrats to a Hall of Famer to our left, Uncle Sweepsy. What a night, family. What a night.
If you're looking for Sweeps, you can find him in the hall, baby.
Find him in the hall. And if you're looking for me, I got a trophy inside. Co-MVP, Turducken Ball. Need to mention that as well. Maybe we'll bring the trophy out for the losing coach over here to my right, who had no confidence in the kid.
You should have won MVP.
Continued to, I was written off. Written off.
You got my vote for MVP,
though. Yeah, I did. You're back. You're back. We got a lot to talk about, fam. We'll have 5 questions with the Pove at the end of the show. NFL Whiparound. We'll give our scores, predictions against the line for you gamblers out there that need a little, need to win a couple fuzzles, bet a mortgage, whatever it may be. We got you covered there. We'll have the doc on 11:15. We'll talk about keys to the game for the Eagles, score predictions, player of the game, offense and defense, chance to win money from us to you. And if you're over in the YouTube chat, you'll see a little something extra we're giving away today, too. But right into our poll question, who you got in this NFC East matchup? Real simple today, fam. Eagles or Giants? Do we win today and have a little bit of hope left and a big Monday night game against Washington? Or does it end today by 4:15 where we're talking other things? Sixers, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. I hope not. We're going to talk about scores and who wins in a minute. I hope they just give me another week, right? Make Monday night a game where it's worth watching. Make Monday night a big game for us, and it all starts today. You should be able to beat a Giants team. We're not good. We're depleted in the secondary, but there's still enough talent out here to be able to go get a win.
We're winning this fucking game today.
Yeah, it's a tale. Two teams going in, it feels like opposite directions. You know what I mean? The Giants are a dumpster fire, but the Eagles have nothing to hang their head on either. All right, you're just hoping that after last week's embarrassment that they can pick themselves off the ground. Carson will be better. I mean, come on. If everybody thinks that's who he was last week, you're out of your fucking mind. Fucking 11 is pretty damn good. Right? So last week,
I exposed that yesterday.
Last week was was a mirage in that sense. He obviously he's not 100%. Listen, he's coming back from major injury. He hasn't been sharp all year, but his numbers are still there. He's just missing throws that he needs to make, to take him to that next level, which he'll be.
And he'll tell you that he needs to make
exactly.
Them.
So
absolutely.
He don't fucking put it on anybody else but himself. So he'll be better. I expect him. They're going to put up some points. The problem is they got a JV secondary. The Eagles secondary wasn't good before the injuries. Now you're talking about they're going to maybe practice squad guys. I mean, it's unbelievable. So
it might be worse than practice squad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they get, if nothing else, we've been saying it all year. You got to get to the quarterback. Today is a monster. You got to get to the quarterback because if Eli has time to pick his spots, he's going to throw for 380. You know what I mean, and 4 scores. But it's going to have to be. We're going to have to put up 40.
It goes back to the milk carton guys, right? There's a few of them. There's Brandon Graham. There's Fletcher Cox. Okay, there's Jordan Hicks isn't playing today, but he's another one. Nigel Bradham. I mean, the milk carton guys. Malcolm Jenkins, who wants to talk after games. Well, how about you do the talking on the field? I'm sick and tired of you getting beaten and you want to flip a bird, right? Well, stop them. Stop them. Okay, it's professional sports. You don't want a team to score. When we were running up on teams last year, what did we all sit here and say? Well, stop us then. You know what I mean? Don't bitch about it after. Stop us in the moment.
I've never had a problem with that, and we always talk about that.
I have no issue with the Saints going for those fourth downs. Whatever. Fucking, we weren't stopping them. We might as well go for it.
Might as well.
We weren't going to stop them.
I mean, there's a lot of guys, when I was talking to Kyle about this yesterday, like, everybody wants to put point blame on one dude, okay? It's the National Football League. We saw it last year. Guys all over the football field need to step up if you want to win football games. Okay, there's been 0 turnovers. We created 6 all season. That's not good enough. Okay, you're not going to win many games in this league when you can't stay on the field on third down, you can't get off it on third down, and you don't create 0 turnovers. You're not going to be good enough.
He'd had to throw for 7 touchdowns last week to win 49-40.
Yeah, and that ain't
anybody
happening.
Fucking watching? Come
Nobody's
on,
happening.
Pay attention.
And you're one-dimensional.
Fucking
Not to
slaughter.
mention-
Sweepsy, we're one-dimensional. We have no run game. Okay, even though people want to okay, Josh Adams is a nice little player. We don't know.
I hope we feed him today.
You can't be
I hope we feed him
one-dimensional
today. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Listen,
you can't be one-dimensional
in
this league.
I know where you were going with it, and we were right here. We got to get pressure. Got to get pressure. We want to win today. We got to get pressure because, like you said, we got some dude named Cravon and fucking who even knows Quincy. We got the. I don't even know who the fuck these guys are in the secondary. So you got to hope.
Fletcher Cox needs to go make his money today. Go make your money and earn your shit.
At least keep them out of the end zone. They might move the ball, but we can't let them just keep scoring touchdowns. Okay, and you got to get pressure. Absolutely, and for the offensive side, I want to establish a run today. Let's feed Josh Adams. Let's see what this kid can do. I want 15 carries in the first half. Okay, 15 carries in the first half. Josh Adams today. Feed him. Play action. Get Carson comfortable, and then let's smoke. This team stinks. Okay, I'm sorry. The Giants stink. We're not losing to the fucking Giants. If we lose to the Giants, okay, I might be hopping off the wall. All right, because I got no time for it whatsoever. The Giants fucking stink. We beat this team. I'm sorry.
You're right.
We stopped their run. Timmy's back. Maybe Timmy helps.
Yeah,
Timmy
will help the pass rush.
Stop
Hopefully,
the run. We get to Eli, and everyone knows once we get to Eli, Sheila comes out, starts making the faces. He's gonna go into his shell. Okay, he won't even get the ball to Odell the whole game if you get to him. Yeah. So that's all you gotta do.
But you have to run the football, even if it's a facade. You know what I mean? Like you have to run the football if you want to be successful. We know that. Yeah. I know it's a passing league, right?
But you can't throw
every
day.
It sets up the play action. Doug's still calling play actions, and they run 5 times a game.
Yeah, it doesn't
Who
work.
the fuck's falling
it
for
doesn't
that?
work. And that's when your quarterback. And now your quarterback's getting beat up because of that. Because nobody's going to. Because nobody's going to respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's going to respect it, so now your quarterback's getting beat up. Family on YouTube, we'll get with you in a second. Family on Facebook already chiming in. Kimberly Wallace, morning, fellas. Morning, Kim.
What up, Kimbo?
William Gore, what up, Will?
Billy Boy.
What up, fellas? Struggling, LOL. Let's go, Birds. Let's go. The struggle's real all over these chairs, too. Justin DeFalco, what's up, fellas? What's up, Justin?
I don't know how Wilson does it.
I don't know how he does it.
I might throw up.
Yep. I told Crum about shots. And on Facebook, I told Crum about shots, and I almost threw up talking about shots.
I'm buying shots at 1.
Oh, my God.
Gisette, who's there? I'm fine.
Jason Pisa, born and raised in Philly all my life, but as a diehard Eagles fan, it's hard to say it, but I think the Eagles lose. And that's fine, brother, but he says, let's go Eagles. Listen, hopefully you're wrong, right? I mean, hopefully you're wrong so we have another game to play for and a monster game Monday night. And hopefully you win today. Like, I know everybody hates Jalen Mills out there, but pretty good in the red zone, right? I mean, now you see it where, okay, he might get beat around the field, but he holds up in the red zone well. Him and Darby both were good red zone guys at cornerbacks. They really were. So now you see as guys go down, so hopefully you can get him back, hopefully you can get Avonte Maddox back, and hopefully you can get Sid back by Monday night. So the more you can win and keep it going, you're going to be able to get some of these guys back that you've been killed not having. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them.
And we talked about it before. It's enough of the excuses. It is what it is, right? Last year, the narrative fit, next man up. Well, now it doesn't fit a year later. Now, I understand the secondary is depleted. I mean, nobody's denying that. You know what I mean? But it can't be one year motto and then not the next, all right? So you just have to, it's time for guys to step up and throw the excuses out and go play football, and it's like, like you said, Timmy's back, so that's huge. But if Fletch don't,
it's time for Fletch to make plays.
If Fletch don't show up, it's nauseating to watch him. All right, because just watch last Monday night. All right, and we know I'm not comparing the two because anybody that thinks they want to compare the two are on crack cocaine, and we talk about it all the time. The defensive
you compare because of the money.
The great defensive tackles are all double teamed. All right, Donald is 80%. He's double teamed. He's got 14 sacks. The guy's an animal. This guy can't. Fletch can't even get a finger on.
Yeah, but
I understand. But I'm saying they get the money.
The money.
No,
the money's here.
Right, the money's here.
So when the money's here, I'm going to compare you all day. When this defense
money's
walked and talked like they were a top defense in football or a top 5, right? And I got guys this year, one Brandon Graham, who's going to be due money at the end of this year by somebody, and you can't sniff a quarterback either, right? You get zero pass rush up the middle when you're running a wide 9. If you ain't getting pressured by your tackles, you're in a lot of trouble. So I'm going to point to him all day. You were double teamed last year. It didn't matter, right? Last year he has a monster year double team. So there's no excuses there, right? So now all of a sudden you double team. Now there's an excuse? No. I think guys smelled themselves this all season. I think there was too much, I'm the best in the world, and not enough work. Guys were smelling their own asses. I'm telling you. The shit, my shit smells like perfume shit. That's what happened this whole offseason. You can see it. When guys are getting big-time money, like I said, Malcolm Jenkins, shut up. Go play football. Because when's the last time you created a turnover? When have you made a big play, essentially? Right?
Nobody makes big plays.
No. So nobody has the right.
We made big plays all year.
Nobody has the right to say shit about anybody on this football team.
It's probably one play. You made one play in the last year and in 1 year Lombardi. That's it. Yep. Really, on the defensive side. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
In the last whatever, how many games?
We played great in the playoffs. Besides Brady picking us apart in the second half, in the playoffs, the D played great.
Yeah.
Played great against Atlanta.
They were
played
home.
great
They were
against
home.
Minnesota.
Yeah, they pinned
Oh,
it
yeah.
back.
Well, yeah, that's how we should have done, though. That's what we should have been. So, I mean,
they were steady. I mean, the one glaring play that 1 year Lombardi was huge. You know what I mean? But besides that, they were steady, Eddie.
Absolutely.
We got people chiming in. Jesse Reed says we need turnovers. Spot on, Jesse. That's what we've been talking about. Yeah. AJ Chorback says, fuck the Giants, go Birds, win or lose, Eagles all day.
Absolutely.
You know it, brother.
Absolutely. Fuck the Giants.
And Joyce Mustachio, run the ball. Yep, and I think we were talking about that already. Tony Maris says, go Eagles. Absolutely, Tony. He said they win. Penny chiming in. Congrats, Nick, on the honor.
Penny, thanks, brother.
Glad to see the best in the business, bringing passion and intensity to the show.
Penny.
The Birds need to feed off of some of that.
Let's go. Let's go. We gotta be pumped. We better not. We look lackadaisical Monday. Okay, and granted, once they got. Sunday. Sorry. Once they got up, though, it got even worse. We were walking. That's why they're going for a fourth down because they don't even want to be here. They don't even want to be here. Yeah. We better show some fucking intensity today. Okay. Show that we want to be there.
Proof of life, man.
Proof of life. We still can win the division. If you're not out there balling out today, I'll cut every fucking one of you. I don't care.
Well,
okay?
I want to
show up today. Show the fuck up.
Yeah.
Kyle Cap over on YouTube needs to lay off huffing shit. Because he's talking about fire Peterson. Are you okay,
Somebody else on there was talking about, can we get Reuben Foster? Come on, guys. Relax.
Now you want Reuben Foster. You want Doug fired. Some of y'all need to buy a clue real quick. Because
Reuben Foster's the biggest piece
I'm not bringing in guys who smack around women, okay? They don't play for my football team, right? I understand that guys get in trouble and they're young, but there's some things that are inexcusable, right? There's some things inexcusable. Right? You get pulled over your car, a little weed in the car. Okay. Like Randy Moss shit. Okay, you can overlook some of that shit. When you put hands on a woman, that's never overlooked. You should never be on a football field ever again. That's it. Ever again. When there's domestic violence, and if you're and it comes out that you're guilty,
that's not the first time.
You're guilty. Yeah. When there's smoke, there's fire, and now there's twice. There's a lot of smoke, which means there's fire.
He's in jail.
He's a scumbag. Good riddance to you. Him and Ray Caruso share a cell. Well, not anymore because Ray's out. But you know what I mean. That's the kind of crumb shit. That's murder and hitting women and touching kids. I'm done. Done. Go throw away the keys. Because you're a scumbag.
Yeah.
You have no right to play football, play at that level, get that kind of money, anything, any job. James Wilder, what up, fam? He goes, agree, Eagles. He said, agree, Eagles. We're too busy doing interviews this all season feeling invincible. And it's part of it, and that's why the Patriots, after they won.
That's why there's a Super Bowl hangover.
That's
why they say it.
After the Patriots won their first one, they went 9-7, didn't make the playoffs, right? But then the following year, they went back because they learned, right, what it takes in the offseason to prepare yourself mentally and physically for a long season. So they figured some of the things out. I'm not comparing this to the Eagles. I'm
You're
just
trying
saying.
to say we're going to go back next year? Is that what we're getting at?
Listen, I got a lot of confidence in 11, and I got a lot of confidence when 11 does all his OTAs, all season shit, and the chemistry's fire. He's going to win the MVP next year, if healthy. It's a stone cold lock, in my opinion, that he comes out flat out slinging.
I don't know. We're gonna say stone cold lock is going to win.
I'm saying stone cold lock.
I think that we should be right there to win the division and be a great team next year. We just got to obviously we got to fix a few things on defense.
I just think
right
he comes out with a full.
Secondary needs some shit.
You got to understand what's happening. With the full offseason, I think he goes back to the year he had last year. I think with a full offseason, and we talked about chemistry the other day when we were.
Well, if we're going to keep Golden Tate, let's then get on the same page.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what I'm saying.
the big
like,
thing you need.
My
like,
goodness gracious!
Everyone's like worried about where's Golden Tate, dude. Like they don't have no chemistry. There's you like as a quarterback and wide receiver. Why do you think some of these guys, Montana Rice? I'm not saying they're going to be that, but like Montana Rice, Peyton Harrison,
Reggie,
Peyton Wayne,
yeah,
fuck all these guys. They had this
Brady and everybody.
Because as soon as they're in any trouble, they know exactly where that guy's going to be. They throw the ball there, and he's going to be there.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing.
Yeah, well,
it's a big fucking thing.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
mean,
throw
the first
balls
game,
when guys
first
are in
game
breaks.
he only had like 19 plays, right?
Yeah,
or something.
I think he played 33 snaps last
he
year.
had
But
11
still.
days to get ready. So once again, I put that either on him or I put that on the staff again, right? Because it was coming off a bye. And it was in the middle of, it was before, he had a bunch of days to put a little package together, the Cowboys game. So I didn't like what they did there, and then obviously the Saints game, he was still, a little piece of whatever. I mean,
played like
Carson
half the
was
plays, but didn't matter. Didn't matter.
Exactly. You're looking for meaningful catches out of them, and you should see that today. This is the third week, and we'll see what happens.
Catch
but
some balls today.
It's going, like I said, as a staff, there's some reflection that needs to be done. All right, as a staff, they better figure it the fuck out because you're seeing, we talk about it all the time, and everybody wanted to link. Frank and Flip together. Well, you can see that Frankie boy has now fucking separated himself from the other two jabrones right now, all right? The Colts, for whatever you want to say, are an offensive juggernaut, so to speak. You understand? And the Vikings have underachieved, if you ask me, with every weapon in the fucking book. They've underachieved, and you see about the Eagles offense, what they're all about right now.
Underachieved.
Wow.
Let me get to some of the comments here. Noel chiming in. What up, Rye? He said, got to start fast. TD first possession. That's what made this team great last year. Spot on, brother.
Yeah,
what up, Noli?
Ralphie D.
We haven't been up in any games.
Ralphie D. Yo, Fly Eagles Fly. What up, Ralphie? Michael Taylor. I agree, guys. Looks like they got that ring and don't care anymore. Injuries or not, we are better than this. Yup.
Absolutely.
Greg said, what's up, fam? What up, Greg?
What up?
Tony Mara. Doug should sit Wentz down and put Nick in. Get a goddamn clue, Tony.
Come on.
I'm just going to dismiss that before I freaking absolutely murder. Are you kidding me? He's your franchise quarterback. You don't go down. You don't go down.
He's 24.
If you want to put this season on him,
24.
you need to go back and rewatch every game before you put this season on him. I'm moving on from that. Greg says, congrats, Uncle Sweeps.
Thanks, brother.
Joe Mouse, don't look now, but we got saturated the Hall of Famer on set.
Moss
you
man.
know it. James Wilder, Fire Doug, Tang, Star Falls. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Yep. Tell him, Jamesy.
Thank you, Canada. Canada coming in with a breath of fresh air. Jesus Christ.
And when do you get Canadians coming in with fresh air?
But I mean, it's just amazing. Like the haters only fucking stance. The only leg they want to stand on is like, well, the Eagles haven't scored 30 points a game. All right, well, it doesn't fucking matter. They were winning those games that they fucking spit the hook back on, right? That's on the defense. So you can fucking put it at fucking Carson's feet. Why? Because they didn't score 30? Big fucking deal. They scored enough points in the fucking Titans game and the Panthers game.
So 6-4, right?
So
6-4, right?
Now flips it.
And then how's the narrative look now then? Then you're crowning asses, right? Then you're crowning asses. People are like, oh, well, he's awesome after the injury, right? So, I mean, this defense has let us down all year. Has the offense played up to their caliber? No. But this defense has played like a bottom five defense in football. That's what they look like to me. A bottom five defense. Nobody can tackle, can't get off the field, don't create turnovers. Guess what that equals? That equals a bad football team.
And usually we've been really good in special teams the last few years. I'd say special teams have been mediocre this year as well. We've been mediocre across the board. Nothing's been good.
Nope. Steve Dixon says the Eagles are going to be okay. Luis Fernandez says one-hit wonder. That's clueless, brother, because you win it ain't a one-hit, right? You win. You got to win.
I love these guys.
You got to win the whole goddamn thing. It's hard to win stuff in this league and win Super Bowls, but then people that have an agenda, right? Agenda-filled bullshit that they come into this show with and want to talk about a one-hit wonder. Yo, brother, only one wins it, right? Only one guy gets to the top. How many teams don't win it every year?
Every year, dude.
Freaking clueless.
It's a new season every year. If you don't know that, you don't know the NFL.
It's gonna be like Fortnite on here. I'm gonna be murking, mother. I'm gonna be murking, dude.
There's a reason a team goes from last to first every season. It's happened for like 12 straight years. A team goes last to first every year.
You guys will like this one.
It's
you can go down the
a
list of
different year every year. And guess what? Win the Super Bowl is never a fad. It's never a fraud. It's not all these people talking about that shit. That's never a case. It means guys came together and accomplished the goal.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's a fucking great thing. So if you're anyone that's trying to undermine that, go fuck yourselves.
The guy at Alex.
Breeze has got one. Rogers has got one.
Yeah.
They're not fucking easy, buddy. I mean, they have one. You know,
these
Marino don't
guys
have
are
any.
great.
You know,
You guys will love this one.
That's
You guys
why I
will love
love all
this
the
one.
guys that are talking about Carson. I've been cracking up. I know Tommy used it yesterday, but we can talk about it again. But
Well, it's facts.
But fucking Rogers. When's the last time he's been into a big?
I said, when's he been in the NFC title game? Somebody sit here and tell
Yeah.
me when he's been there. You think it's that easy to get there?
When's the last time before last year when they started getting all these other weapons, Kamara and everything? Fucking Breeze for 3 straight years, they weren't even over 500.
Nope.
Okay, these guys are the same guys that have been saying, get rid of, if they were in New Orleans, get rid of Breeze. And look, they're back on top. It's a fucking different league. Every year, it's a different one, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I
I want to talk about this guy on
we've had a bad year.
Family on YouTube. Alex Sanji said,
And we're still not out of it.
says, big fan of the guy checking Nitro Freak. He's a cool guy. Yeah, I checked Nitro all day yesterday. Yeah, it was Czech City. I might as well be playing hockey.
I'm not sure how cool he is, but he's solid.
Yeah, great guy.
I had a good time last night.
Families all over. Harlem Cowboy. Kyle Cap says, Giants 49, Eagles 6. Buy a clue, brother. That's aggressive. Todd Womack says, bring in Jack Del Rio next year.
If we lose 49-6, I'm in bad shape.
Jackie talk?
Jack Del Rio, really? Jack Del Rio's the one that's going to get us over the top, huh? Jack Del Rio.
Jim,
I'm hoping for defensive coordinator we're talking or something.
Yeah, that's what he's talking
Because not
about.
head coach.
No, he's talking about coordinator. Jim Kilchrist says, Wentz is not the problem. The defensive issues and losing a lot of good coaches. Good coordinators are hard to find. Love the show, boys. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Greg
bro.
Orda, what's up, Greg? He says,
What up, Greg?
With the expectation of the Saints game, our losses have been close. Yep. No, you're right. We've been right in every game. And like Sweep said, games we won last year, we're not winning this year. And what is the reason for that? Well, you can't get off the field on third down, and you don't create turnovers. It's really basic.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't need to be, deep into it to just see it. I mean, it's right there in front of your eyes on what the issues are with this football team this year. And the last time we scored over 30 was against the Giants, and we always seem to get pressure on Eli. So you would hope that some of these guys on this front four step up. I mean, Chris Long's another guy, right? I mean, he's another guy who's been missing.
And they've cleaned their lineup too, so it's not going to be the normal cakewalk that it was in whatever that week was, week 5 or whatever it was. You know what I mean? They finally wised up and threw flowers in the dumpster. You know what I mean? And they wised up a little bit. I mean, their line still isn't in fucking top tier, but it wasn't before. It was just like fucking turnstile. You know what I mean? So now you're going to have to work for it today, but you have to get to the quarterback.
And Kyle Cap's right. No quarterback can play behind this line. And when you can't run the football, Kyle, right? When you can't run the football, it's hard to be able to throw the football. Now, like we talked about, yes, it's a passing league. You got to throw to win in this league. But you have to have, I'm not going to say a balance of any sort, just the fact that you need to respect the play action. When you don't respect the play action or you're down in this league 14-0, 10-0, and like we did last year, and guys can pin ears back, and say, oh, they're going to be one-dimensional now and go get you, your quarterback's going to get beat up all day.
Just
all around the way.
Listen, just the chance that you'll run the football, just the surprise or whatever it is. I'm not talking even play action. Just the fact that you have somebody there that can run the football keeps everybody honest. You saw it Monday night.
Yep.
Gurley did dog shit for the first time in like 2 years, and they put up 54 points. 54 points. If you woke up the next morning and saw and was like, shit, 54 points,
yeah,
and you told me Gurley didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
But you have to respect
shocked.
it.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, let's get
just the fact that he's standing in the backfield.
Because he's there,
Yeah.
right? So with play action's like, oh, is he getting it? It freezes everybody. When you don't respect it, nobody's freezing. Let's get predictions, scores, offensive, defensive player of the game, and then when the doc comes on 11:15 here to talk with us, we'll get his score, player of the game, and we'll talk about obviously some big-time injuries in his secondary still, and the return of Timmy Jernigan, which I know we're all excited about. Do I expect Timmy to be right where he left off last year? No, he had coming off a major back injury. But if he can get 20 snaps and help this line enough, I mean, we're really losing that other pass rusher up front. When we talk about the tackles have to create the pressure. It all starts with them when you're a wide 9, and it's longer for your ends to get there. It takes longer for your ends to get there. So it's all about collapse in the pocket, and now your ends get easy sacks, right? And that's simple as that. But score, player of the game, offense, defense, family. Give us your score prediction. Send it to A2D, right? Screenshot it, send it over.
You going Wilson?
Offense, defense, the player of the game. Score, chance to win money from us to you. Let's go.
Yeah, to me, it's like I said. I want to run the ball today. Establish the run. I want to see Josh Adams get about 15 carries in the first half. Start to open the play action. I want to see us hold them to field goals instead of touchdowns. And I think we win today. You got to come out fired up. We're at home. We still got a shot to win the division. If we're not fired up today, when are we going to be?
And check your pulse.
So, yeah, exactly. Check your fucking pulse. So, I think we're going to come out and play pretty well today. I think they're going to score points, obviously. But 27-21 Birds. I'm going to say Josh Adams, offensive player of the game, and defensive player of the game, Brandon Graham, strip sack.
Figured you go with like one of the cornerbacks that we have no idea who they are.
Cravon?
30.
I just like the name Cravon.
Yeah.
34-27 Birds. Carson, rebounds and has about 4. Look for him. Look for him to light it up today and bounce back. And defensively, my goodness gracious, I mean that's tough, but it's got to be somebody up front. You know what I mean? So, we'll go with fucking Michael Bennett with a couple sacks.
Like it. I'm right with you. I've been 34-28 all week. I'm sticking by it. I think they're going to score points. I think we're going to score points. Offensive player of the game, you went with Wentz. I love that pick. I expect a big response. We talk about responses a lot on this show.
Yeah.
And
Phone's ringing.
Yep.
Phone's ringing. Carson, pick that up, would you?
Nobody works harder.
Pick
right?
that up.
He was in there. He was in there early, getting his work in all week and trying to get out of, get it right this week. So I have all the confidence where he's going to respond. I'm going to go Alshon. We haven't seen Alshon in a minute. I feel like he hasn't maybe got the not got the ball enough, but Alshon when he first came back was big time for us, right? So I need to see him in this offense today. Maybe 2 touchdowns or at least a couple big plays. So I'm looking at Alshon Jeffrey on the offensive side. And on the defensive side, I'm going to continue to say it's 91, man. He has to make plays. He has to. In the run game today, even more so. Saquon's a goddamn problem, and our front needs to stop that and make them somewhat one-dimensional today. Right, somewhat. You have to stop the run today, and it's up to 91. They get the job done for once, right? We talk about he has not earned a cent of his money this year, not a cent.
Yeah.
So this is your game where you can go eat against a front that's not that good, against a football team that's not that good, right? And you got a chance to maybe a sack or 2 would be nice. Just to show me you're there. Show me you have a pulse.
Make some plays. Get in the backfield.
That's what I'm saying. You got about, he's got 6 more games possibly if there's no playoffs to put his handprint on on this season or whatever, or like Willie always says, sometimes you got to shoot a hostage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got to fucking cut the guy. You just got to eat it then. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I don't
Make
know
a
what to
point.
tell you. You know what I mean? If you're just going to go through a season going through the motions and collecting a ton of money, it might be time to move on. So
It is,
for
yep.
me, he's got an audition for the next 6 games.
Absolutely, because I'll go look elsewhere.
If I'm running things.
I'll go look elsewhere. Todd Womack says over under 20 run plays.
Better be over.
Hopefully, because if it's over, we're probably winning the football game in the 4th as well. Todd Womack says 28-14 Eagles, going with Fletcher and Wentz for his players of the game. Love it. Love them picks. Harlem Cowboy, the crummy is 27-16. Giants, Eli player of the game. Yeah, grow up, Peter Pan. And Kyle Cass says, got to keep the depleted secondary off the field. And they got to do their job, but like Sweep was talking about earlier, and we know the front 7 needs to set a tone today.
And not even just getting to the quarterback. How about, okay, we were the number 1 team against the run last year, okay? Beginning of this year, we were the same way. We were awesome against the run.
Yep.
Last few weeks, we haven't been.
Not been good against the run.
We've been getting torched against the run last few weeks. How about we go back, we revert back to ourselves. Now that we have Timmy healthy,
Yep.
We're healthy up front. Stop Saquon today, okay? Make them have to throw and then get after them. Let's do that, okay? Because if they're running on us, opens
It's over.
play action up,
Yeah.
and our corners already aren't good enough, then we're seeing Odell run free, and we got big problems.
Well, you know what I want to see today out of these
200
corners?
200-yard day for him. You know what I mean?
What I'd love to see out of these corners is who wants a roster spot next year?
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? Like it's audition time. You want to play in the NFL? Make a play today. How about one of these backup corners make a big play on the ball? Right? Something big just to get confidence going with this football team again. You know, how about one of these backups to the backups to the backups make a play today? I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Your
make a play.
life, your whole life, especially athletically, you're asking for an opportunity. So once you're given an opportunity, now it's what you do with it.
Yep. You're going to get your head around on the ball this week?
Let's see what happens.
You know, for some of these guys who last week couldn't get heads around on balls and stuff like that. But again, it all starts up front to help these guys, like we've been talking about. If they don't get pressure and Eli has time to throw today, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And I don't know chemistry-wise if our offense is up for a shootout. Like, I don't know if we're up for a 42-40 game. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, we better be.
I just don't know because of some of the moving parts, because, you got to look at Alshon wasn't in OTAs and all the all-season stuff, right? Obviously, Carson wasn't there. Golden's new to the show. Showtime date, new to the show. I thought that felt right? But, so, you look at all these moving parts, and that's hard to get that chemistry right. But as weeks go on, you hope you can get it better and better, right?
Sure.
So you win this week, like I keep talking about, and you give ourselves a big Monday night showdown with Washington, right, with a chance to probably maybe be a game back, if not tied for the division, if you win 2 in a row.
Yeah,
so like
listen,
Will says, everything's in front of this football team.
Until
even though they're depleted.
you're mathematically out of it, you never give up. First of all, as a fan, it's crumb talk, and you take your card away if you're rooting for losing and you want to get draft picks. I mean, who the hell tanks in football? Get out of here. I mean, unless you had the next coming, quarterback or something like that. I mean, everybody else is hit or miss. Every draft there might be 1 or 2 guys that they say, hey, this guy's a no-miss guy.
I'm done with drafts.
Bradley Chubb, a lineman, or whatever.
The Sixers, after 10-9-8. After all that and draft talks when the seasons were going on with the Sixers, I don't even want to talk drafts with any team.
No,
right?
And when you have a chance to win the division,
yes.
you get a home game, and you always have hope. It's not about saying, hey, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Nobody's saying that, and I'm not even Birds guy like you guys. But it's saying that, hey, you win the division, you get a home playoff game. Now you got a shot, and that's it. All you got to do is get
all you're asking for is an opportunity.
Yeah.
All you're asking for is an opportunity.
Give me a ticket.
Guess what, dude?
So I don't have to climb in the fucking window. Give me a ticket.
Guess what? Guess what? You like you said, you win the division, you get a home playoff game.
Yep.
Right? Say you win a home playoff game, which is now and at home in the playoffs. I think that we should win. I would think it's going to be cold. We should have great fucking home field advantage. Then you're on to the division round. Who knows? Yeah. Maybe you go to New Orleans and get blown out, but maybe somehow miss out. Maybe go to Minnesota.
This team finds a way. If this team finds a way to win,
Chicago. I'd love to go to Chicago.
If this team finds a way to win this division, right? If they find a way to win it, what does it say, right, about their mental makeup then? With everything they've been through for 2 years, just to get into the dance, right? It says a lot about a team that could have.
I want to see it today.
But listen to me. You could talk about a team that we're talking about look like they quit Sunday, right? That could turn it around and win a division somehow, right? Then you talk about the mental makeup of all these players that we've been pointing fingers at, right? Because then every one of them stepped up and started playing football. Yeah.
Well, you said we're going to see what they're made of today because, like I said, it's 2 teams going in opposite directions. The Giants are terrible, and the record is, obviously is what it is. But they've won a couple in a row, so they're playing better. And the Eagles are leaking oil big time. So can you answer the bell today and play better, and then you go from there? But obviously, if you don't show up today, then you got no heart and you got no fucking balls, and then it's fucking over.
And then put a bow tie on it. We'll have the doc here in a few minutes chiming in with us, talking about Jernigan, some other injuries as well, and we'll get his score prediction. But give us your score prediction, family. If you're just joining us, offensive, defensive player of the game as well. Send it over to A2D, and the winner will send you some dough. Real simple. Make some money today. Make some money. As we move on in the show, we'll do an NFL Whiparound later on, and we'll give our picks against the spread for degenerates out there, which are plenty. And we all have 5 questions with the Pope and a little bit of keys to the game, and we'll continue our Eagles talk, answering any questions, comments, concerns you got about today. And real simple, I mean, do they win? Who wins today? It's a real easy one. That's a poll question for today.
Put up or shut up today.
Greg Ordile says 30-17 Eagles. Choppy Sadat says 31-15 Eagles.
15, the old
15
five field goal game?
There you go. Rojas.
Or is there a safety in there? A couple missed extra points? What do we got going on there?
5 field goals at a Rojas.
5 field goal game, huh? So I should start Rojas. Okay.
So Bill Mitterbook says, what did Wentz do? He played a weak schedule and struggled against a few good teams he played. Came back and has slowly gotten worse. Don't care about stats. It's easy to blame injuries and play calling and no run game. Is it easy to blame all that? I mean, that's football. So I mean, Bill, you're gonna tell me it's easy. You're gonna tell me it's easy to blame it. That's factual stuff. I mean, you're talking about we're pulling stuff up out of the fucking rug here. We're telling you factual stuff.
Who's your guy then? Who's your guy? Give us a name. I mean,
he goes, wow, Wentz was never as good as we thought. Dude, just stop, Bill. I mean, just stop. I mean, it's agenda-based bullshit. It's negativity, and it's flat-out cluelessness, right? Because anybody that comes in is now he's not as good as we thought he was. He's 11 months after major knee surgery. Are you okay? It's not Madden, babe. It ain't a 95 rating plug and play. You understand this? Do you understand it? Because you never played a sport in your life if you don't get it. It's cluelessness. Well, you want Foles in? You one of them jabrones? You on your kneecaps? I mean, I love you, Bill, but buy a damn clue today. Because you can't have it both ways. Because you were crowning asses last year. You were crowning him. And don't act like you didn't. So when a guy struggles, we jump ship.
And when did he struggle last year? Because he was awesome.
That's my question. When a guy struggles a little bit this year, that's the kind of fan base we are? Well, we're done? Where he's not as good as we thought he was? What'd your eyes tell you? And the simple size, if you've seen him play throughout his career, if you don't think he's a franchise guy, you shouldn't watch football. It's simple. If you don't see that, if you don't see all the intangibles he brings, then stop watching sports altogether. There's plenty of stupid shit overseas you can watch. Or go watch curling. Go watch shit that's easy to break down.
Go watch
football ain't for you.
Go watch cricket.
Football ain't for morons.
Fucking crumb.
Delusional bullshit. Agenda-based nonsense. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of any Eagles fan out there that's talking about Nick Foles or putting Carson down or he's not as good as we thought he was. You're all idiots. You really are. And you make this fan base and everybody sitting here looking like a bunch of dopes because of you guys. Because of you guys. Right? Wake up. Stop listening to Dial bullshit.
Negadelphia.
Okay? You want to listen to Dial? You want to listen to people who have no goddamn clue about sports? Go listen to 94.1. Go listen to 97.5 where they can fill you in with cluelessness. Right? We ain't that. This is the worldwide leader of real goddamn talk, and that's real for you. And I should get up and put it right on the table now.
Schlong
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt right.
Schlong talk.
Just felt right about it.
Billy Hulko talk.
Pubby talk.
It just felt. I mean, I feel like I got to get it out. You know, I don't like this stuff out of you guys. That's not fair to this kid. If you don't realize that the injury still affects him in some way, you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
He hasn't even had a bad year.
No.
He's missed some throws.
He hasn't been sharp.
He's got 100 QB rating.
He hasn't been sharp. That's it.
He had a bad game last game, guys. We're all well fucking aware of that, okay?
Yep.
But besides that, he's missed some throws, but he hasn't had a bad game. He's thrown some great balls. We had leads in games that we've blown.
Yeah.
He hasn't been sharp. That's the key word for me.
He hasn't been sharp.
He hasn't been sharp.
I'll bury you. I will literally, I will dig the grave for
like
you
I said,
and bury
he's coming
you.
off an injury. I don't even care about the injury because I think he's healthy now. He just hasn't had a great year. We can't run the ball, so everybody knows we're throwing. Our line's banged up. He's getting hit all the time. We haven't had a great year. That's all it is. It hasn't been a great year, but guess what? We can still win the division. So it starts today. Let's go.
It does start today.
Let's go.
And as we're taking a minute here, we got the doc calling in. Oh, we got a little buzz. Well, we'll introduce the doc as we figure that out. But we got Dr. Paul Vidal coming in with us on the phone line, the Real Talk hotlines. And we're going to be talking about some injuries, obviously, Timmy Jernigan, and some stuff the doc's got going on as well whenever the weird buzzing stops. Interesting. You're pardoned. There's more hate, obviously, from some of the idiots out here.
Harlem Cowboy.
Yep, some of the jabrones still talking, still trying to take shots.
Eat them up.
You know how they are.
Eat them up, peeps.
You know they are. Well, like we do every Sunday, we have the doc on, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, located Burlington, Princeton, and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Doc, what's up this Sunday morning?
Yo, man, it starts today, right?
Yes, it does.
Starts today, Doc.
What's up, Doc?
What's happening, guys?
Good to see you.
Doc, I know when we texted this morning, the first thing you said to me was you're excited to see Timmy play today. You know, obviously coming off the major back surgery. What do you sort of expect how many snaps you think maybe he gets, and what do you expect from him today?
I lost you there. Sorry, man.
Oh, I got you. Here we go. So, we're talking about Timmy earlier on this morning, and you were talking about how you're excited to see him play. How many snaps do you think he gets today, and sort of what kind of impact do you think he can have on the game?
Yeah, man, I think having him back just from the guys seeing him on the field, I think he's gonna have a positive impact just right there. But yeah, man, we'll see how he looks. I mean, he's worked hard to get to this point, so I'm positive he can make a positive contribution. We'll see how many snaps he gets. But yeah, I'm hoping it's a positive impact here.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I think he should get. I'm hoping he gets like 25 at least.
Yeah,
that'd be great. 25 would be great, and hopefully he helps us get into the quarterback because we haven't been able to do that.
Yeah.
And then obviously, Doc, we have all the injuries on the back end of this football team. Jalen Mills out still with the foot injury. Avonte Maddox no go with the knee injury, and I don't even know what Sidney out for.
I think it's ankle.
Is it an ankle?
I don't know.
And Sidney's out.
Whole right
with an
leg
ankle.
is gone. Who knows?
So it's going to be interesting with all these practice squad guys, Doc, if we can figure out a way to get it done on the back end this week, because the injuries are piling up. And do you think it's just guys not conditioning well enough in the off season? Do you think some of that has something to do with the amount of injuries this football team has?
Yeah, I was reading the paper, and I'm not sure if it's a fair shot at these guys, but some people were talking about like just their overall, their training staff, their medical staff. Like, is it just the Eagles, or are there other teams getting these amount of injuries, or the same amount of injuries? It just seems like we got the bug this year. I'm not sure why, but that's hard to pinpoint. I mean, it could be individual guys just not doing what they need to do in the off season. I don't know, and then it just catches up with them. Because you can't, you can't strength and condition at the same level in season that you're going to do off season, right? So, in season you're doing things to maintain, keep your mobility, stuff like that. But that hard work comes in the off season, and then you're going to play your hearts out every Sunday. So who knows? I'm hoping those guys are putting the time in the off season.
Yeah, I think I want to attribute some of it just to playing more football than anybody else. But the Patriots played just as amount of football as we did too. So it's part of it just winning and
it's the NFL, man. It's 100% injury. Like everyone gets hurt. It's because it's a fierce game. We just happen to be catching, like the doc said, we're catching the main bug this year. It seems like we're the one that's most bitten by it, which is upsetting. But it just happens,
Yeah, I know.
And aside from Sproles, I mean, these guys are young, right? I mean, so it's not like we got a bunch of old guys getting hurt. I mean, I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure.
No, you're right.
No, you're right.
You're right, Doc.
Most of them are young.
Outside of Sproles, I mean, they're all first, second year, maybe third year guys that are guys down right now. Outside of big injuries, like Rodney, obviously a vet, but he's been out for a while.
He's been out for a while.
And then Darby, same way.
What just kills us is that it's all in our secondary. Everything.
Yep, it's all in one spot.
Yeah,
I think all three corners that are expected to get time today weren't even on our roster.
Nope.
Week 5.
No, they weren't. And
that's crazy, man. And they have to gel with the team and get in rhythm. Those things take time. So and we don't have time.
No, it could be if we don't get to Eli today, it could be an adventure in the secondary.
Yeah, Odell's a problem for all pros.
Yeah.
I mean, let alone practice squad guys that were working.
I wouldn't be surprised
if
they go deep the first couple plays with Odell and Manning and test it out. I mean, that's probably what I would do.
Yeah, I would expect them to take quite a few shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting. Who, like we were talking about earlier, which one of these guys wants to make a roster next year? You have an opportunity here, the start for a football team when you weren't even on one before, and who wants to make a play back there and show they belong. It's sort of that kind of day today for these guys. Who wants to step up? But unlike last year, Doc, where our injuries were spread out, were they big injuries? Yeah, but they were more spread out. They weren't in one spot. Where this year, I mean, like we talked about, it's all in one spot. It's McLeod out for the year. It's Darby out for the year. It's Jalen's been out for 3 weeks now. It's Sidney in and out of the lineup, and then you're talking about Avonte Maddox getting hit. So, I mean, it's all in one spot, which I haven't seen in a long time. It was all our running backs.
Russell Douglas also out.
Yeah, Russell Douglas also out. So it was at one point all our running backs that were banged up, and it's like, oh, man, we're getting crushed in the running back position. Now it's like 2 spots on this football team that we got decimated by injuries, and 2 major spots where you need to win in this league. You need to be able to cover guys. You need to be able to run the ball.
Yep.
And I think that's where we can point to as why this team isn't what they were last year, or not at least winning the division.
Part of it.
Yeah, I mean that's right. I mean you would like someone you guys just said. I mean the injuries are going to happen, and you just hope that they're spread out and they don't hit one area of the team at once, and that's just kind of what's happening here, man. On the defensive end.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
But man, next man up. This is it. So,
Absolutely, next man up for sure, Doc. What do you think? So, do you got a prediction for the game?
I got to tell you, I think they can pull this out. I really do. Like I said last week, any win is a win here. But I'm feeling confident. It's just they got to look at themselves in the mirror. Hopefully they did that this week and said, hey man, it's now or never. So I'm going with the Eagles on this one.
Put up or shut up.
Absolutely, we're right with you.
What do you got, Doc? You got a shootout, you think?
Well, if Manning and Beckham connect a bunch, it's going to be a shootout. We're gonna have to match it. But if they don't connect, I can see us getting a good margin on this one. I don't know. Let's say 24-10.
No, I love that. I love that one.
that means the D-line can't play.
That means guys came to play. Yeah. I would absolutely love that. I mean, I'm like 34-28, but I would love for this defense to show up. We've been begging for it every week. We talked about them at home being different than they were on the road last year and how dominant they were at home. I would love for this defense to show me again and show us again that it can be dominant at home. But what I'd really love to see, Doc, is a team that I think we all thought semi-quit on Sunday. I would love to see these guys show us they have fight in us today. And a lot of it, and fight for us a little bit because we're still fighting for them. And the last thing you want to see for this football team is a quit.
Is
a
lie
quit.
down.
Yeah,
Don't lie down.
Don't lie down today.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta have the same commitment whether you're up or down, and that's with anything, right, in life. So we can't be bandwagon guys. We got to stay with them.
Absolutely.
Crumb talk is real. That's when we say that. That's what don't be a crumb. Don't be a crumb. Show up, punch somebody in the mouth.
Yep.
All right. If you're gonna get punched in the mouth, go ahead. That's fine too. I mean, that's sports and that's life. You know what I mean? But punch back.
We got plenty of bandwagon fans. We don't need any of the players to be bandwagon guys.
No.
All right.
And I always
what they say, man. You know what they say? It's not what happens to you, but it's how you respond to it, right? So this is it, man. We gotta respond well here and move forward.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
last week. You can't go backwards in anything in life, especially in sports, right? So what happened last Sunday doesn't matter essentially today. It's what's your response to last Sunday? How do you want to keep playing football this year? Does making the playoffs matter to you? Does winning the division matter to you? Does showing to the idiots out there that like to use the word like one-hit wonders that you're not, you know what I mean? Like even though we don't believe in that, but even if shut everybody up.
Yeah, but even like you said, even if you fall short, right? It's the pride gene that I've talked about in every sport that you should have from the little league level all the way to the pro level. You know what I mean? Like take pride in what you do, whatever it is. You can do anything, right? Be the world's greatest, trash picker upper, right? But take pride in that. Whatever you're doing, that's it. And especially when you get paid millions of dollars.
Not a lot of that in the world today, man.
Yeah,
it's an issue.
Doc, you got anything coming up that you want to talk about?
What we got coming up? Let's see here. I mentioned last week we ran Black Friday specials. I think we posted that somewhere, and that's good. I was going to tell you guys is anybody who's got teams or sons or daughters, or even yourself who are athletes and getting ready. We run that program. Our Sport Ready program is kind of basically a comprehensive physical assessment that we do for people to see if they're ready for the season. Hopefully we can minimize risk for injury and show you things to work on to address any areas of weaknesses. So we have that always going on. So if anybody wants to do that, hit us up. Just give us a call at any of our offices, and we'll set that up for you guys.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Family, jump on that. That's a great deal.
Well, we played Thanksgiving football on Thursday, Doc, and
There you go.
I put your post, and we have like a little group with about like 40 guys that go out. And I put it in Thursday. Anybody needs a massage on Friday and need to go get looked at, go get the Black Friday deals.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Janine, our massage therapist, she's awesome. And for teams out there, if you have a practice place, what have you, or whatever, we can come out to you guys. We can do a team thing and things like that, or people can come individual and come to the office. So, we're pretty flexible.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys can come out for the teams, too. That's really cool.
Mobile.
Yeah, definitely. That's great in today's day and age because nobody ever wants to go anywhere. Everybody wants you to come to them,
Absolutely.
with everything.
What about for an extreme hangover, Doc? Anything? Let me know if you've seen that truck hit me.
Yeah, place target on wall, hit head on wall.
And I think there's a 5K coming up, right, Doc?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Look at you, Wells.
Yeah, we got a 5K this Friday in Burlington. So anybody want to come out and do 3.2 miles and survive? But, we'll be out there. We're going to be doing pre and post race stretching there under a tent. So at the starting line. So come on out if you want to have a good time.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Boy, Will. Yeah, the ladder is always a problem for me, surviving. So.
Not a runner.
That's awesome. We'll get out to Burlington and check that out. I mean, I can't run, but still be cool to
I can
check
stretch
out.
and have a beer.
Yeah, you can stretch out.
I can clap. I can clap for some people.
Oh, I'm a great clapper, too. I'm great.
Hercules.
We'll get people running harder. Doc, like every Sunday, thanks for calling in and joining us. Go Birds.
Definitely. Go Birds, man.
And we'll talk next Sunday, and hopefully we'll be talking after, talking about a win and talking about going into Monday night with hopefully getting a lot of these guys back that are injured and a chance to, tie up for the division, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
So hopefully a lot to look forward to.
You got it.
All right, see you, Doc.
Thanks, Doc.
See you, Doc.
Thanks for joining us. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, everybody. He joins us every Sunday on the Real Talk Hotlines, and it's our doc. You got to make him yours. Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, located Princeton, Burlington, and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You heard the doc talk about, for team stuff. You got teams out there. They'll come to you on the go and get you ready for the season. Individual players, sons, daughters out there that are playing sports, getting ready for not only the winter season with some basketball or got basketball going on or getting ready for the baseball season or whatever sport you play, and you got to get ready for it.
Winter track.
Get a hold of the doc and let them help you out. I mean, this is what they specialize in, hence Specialized Physical Therapy. This is what they specialize in, and, there's nobody better out there. Doc's a great guy. Love him.
I'm with the big fella. The whole, great teammate talk last night. He started to rub off on me. He picked up the phone gently. Great job right there.
Yeah.
Great info on the 5K right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's
a legend.
You just hang around, great teammates, and it starts to rub off. Now he's become a great teammate, and that's okay.
We can only do so much here. We can only do so much.
Finally, after all these years, I got a little. I rubbed off on him a little.
Look at a boy growing up. Look at a boy growing up. He's growing up.
He's all grossed up.
I love that he hit the 5K too, because I was listening last week when Doc was talking about the 5K.
Stopped you right in your tracks.
Yeah, and I was like, Wilson running the 5K? Because I was trying to remember everything he's got coming up, and that's why I always just go to the doc. Let us tell him what he's got.
Go to me because I know everything. Yeah.
But listen, the doc's the best, guys. For anybody, you need the massage. Get in there for the massage. He talked about their massage specialist being the best in the business. So get in there, and you get your type.
What her name was, but
me too. I dropped.
It was a female, so that
was a female. So you're fine.
It's always encouraging.
You don't have to worry about it moving.
You get a guy rubbing on you. Whoa.
It moves.
You start questioning yourself. That drive home. That drive home's like the Big Lebowski.
He's got soft hands.
That drive home's like the Big Lebowski.
I guess.
He's I love the Big Lebowski.
Sucking your thumb on the way home.
Best part of that whole movie is when he tries to flick the joint out the window, but the window's up. He's like,
Listen, fam, if you're just joining us, offense, defense, player of the game, score prediction, chance to win money from us to you. Screenshot it, send it over to A2D Facebook. You can post it right on our page so nobody can say you didn't really pick the score right or whatever. Easy, chance to win money. If you're just joining us, our poll was a simple one today. Who you got in this NFC East matchup? Eagles, Giants. Let us know why, how, either way. Keys of the game. We'll talk about some keys of the game, which we talked about this whole time. We'll continue Eagles talk. We're going to get into NFL Whiparound on the other side, obviously, when we get to the break, and we'll give our scores against the spread for the family out there, which is great. Chime in. Ralphie telling Jimmy to shut the hell up. Ralphie up early and just not in a good mood, obviously.
7 out of 9, you're feeling your oats. Okay, Ralphie.
Well, Lakers 7 out of 9. He's such a crumb.
The Lake Show's starting to roll a little bit.
Harlem Cowboy and Kyle Cap going at it on the YouTube, which is great. The family just, we crush Cowboys around here, especially Harlem, because Harlem was nowhere to be found, babe, until a couple wins started trickling around.
Oh,
and then he's a woodwork guy. He's a roacher.
He's
a roacher.
He's straight broke back. He's a broke back.
Yeah, he broke back.
Pove's always around, but this guy's broke back. This guy broke back.
Absolutely is.
Broke back cowboy.
Came out of the woodworks with his zipper fucking stuck.
Came out of the mountains. Came out of the mountains with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Glued to his asshole.
But listen, we talk about guys before we hit the break here. Guys need to step up. Stop pointing fingers at one guy. This is like Jason Kelsey said. He's right up there. This is the whole fucking team. This ain't one guy. This is a collective effort. When we won a Super Bowl last year, it was a collective effort, right? Well, the same thing here. You want to win today, it's a collective effort, right? Guys that are all pro caliber guys who have been missing all year need to step the hell up. Because if you don't, like Sweep said, I'll cut you, Fletcher Cox. Brandon Graham, I'm not. As you play this year, why would I give you money next year?
Yeah.
Why would I give you any money? Chris Long, are you okay?
They are starving dogs. All right?
Chris Long.
Yeah, the dog is dog talk, yeah.
If it ain't time to eat now, they're fucking starving.
Chris Long stinks. He's done.
Yeah, I mean, I think he got to that point. I was excited to bring him back.
You got some out of him last year, which is good.
And I wanted to bring him back because of the locker room guy. You know what I mean? He's a winner.
For free.
He's a winner, so you want to bring him back like you did this year. You know what I mean? And hoping limited snaps he can do what he did last year. Not getting it done. But, again, for the millionth time, Jordan Hicks and Nigel Bradham have been missing all year too. So, I mean, Nigel must be still thinking he's got a gun charge against him or something because he's been missing. So I just think what I think it really comes down to, Fab, is I think a lot of guys read their social media clippings all off season. That's what I think you got here, which is human nature, right? It's human nature. All right, but this season's not over yet.
It's not even that. It's not even like you say
like
that.
Like the social media clippings.
You say that.
Say newspaper clippings like that. 2018. Hashtag it.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, but you say that, but really, it's like there's also once you win the Super Bowl, there's all these, there's all these obligations that you got to do.
Yeah, you got to do.
You're on TV. You're all over the place. You don't get to have the same offseason that you normally.
So how do you manage your time?
And your schedule's tough.
And our quarterback isn't even doing any offseason stuff because he's rehabbing all the time.
And that matters chemistry-wise and everything. Like I said, what you learn after winning one and the season after, coming back at 2 seasons after that, what you learn is, okay, how do I manage my time now? Like if I get to this point again and win one, how do I learn how to manage my time? Tom Brady learned how to do it. I'm not just talking, but like all these guys, they learn how to, okay, what does it take to get back here? Well, it takes me working my tail off like I did the year before. Not saying guys didn't, but it takes me doing that. So I need to learn how to manage my obligations because I won a Super Bowl, right, in the offseason, and then also manage my workouts and the time I'm putting in. Because if I'm cutting an hour short, think about it. If I'm cutting an hour short on my days, that's an hour less work I got in where I can be stronger, healthier, whatever the case may be. If that's just book work on defensive schemes or whatever, you know what I mean? Or offensive schemes, all that shit matters. So I get the obligations. I get the social media clippings. They're human, right? But you still got stuff to play for right now because the division has left it open for teams, right? It's left it open for a lot of guys. The Giants win today. They're thinking that they got a shot still, right? And that's how bad this goddamn division is. So today's a day where you're at home. If you lose this football game, I know everything I need to know about the 2018 Philadelphia Eagles, right? And they're dogs in the other way, right? There was dogs last year, the underdog. They're mutts now, right? You lose today, you're just mutts. So you're a different type of dog. Now you ain't full bred. Last year you're full bred fucking German Shepherds rolling around. You lose today and you don't show the fight, you're mutt talk. A lot of mutts around. Listen, we'll see you on the other side. Going to talk NFL whip around. All right, give her scores against the spread. All that fun stuff. We'll have 5 questions with the Pove. We'll continue our Eagles conversation as well. The best in the business. Agree to disagree. A2D Radio.
Hashtag it.
Live from the Real Talk Studios.
No notes.
I'd like to thank our doc. Make him yours. He joined us on the phone line like he does every week. Specialized Physical Therapy. LLC. Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton, New Jersey. Get into the doc. See him. Tom Arno, Nick Delgado, Brian Wilson, Robbie Pove. The family out there. We'll be right back on the other side. Head over to YouTube.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Agree to disagree. Real Talk Studios, like we are every Sunday. Brought to you by our doc, make them yours. Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Princeton, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Tom Renone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Robbie Poe on the ones and twos. We're going to do a little NFL whip around for you, picking against the spread for degenerates out there. And we'll continue our Eagles talk for all our YouTube family and everybody jumping over on the YouTube side of things. Anything you want to talk about Eagles, always on the table today. Got Sixers at 6 o'clock tonight. And another situation where you need a response game. So a lot
Brooklyn Nets on a Sunday hasn't worked out well for us so far this year. We'll see how that goes.
So we'll talk about that throughout the show as well. Wilson's got the lines, the spreads.
All right, let's start up. Degenerates, here we go. Jacksonville at Buffalo. Jacksonville's -3.
Seems so low. Seems too low.
I like Buffalo at home.
I'm going to have to take the Fighting Bills as well. It smells like a dirty
13-10 game or something.
Dirty diaper.
I'll go with the Jags in that one. I don't trust the Bills whatsoever. Not that I trust the Jags, but if you got a gun to my head, I'll go Jags.
Yeah. I mean, you can't believe that Matt Barkley's still playing in the league.
Yeah.
But.
Oakland at Baltimore. Baltimore -13.
I'll take Baltimore.
I love Oakland today.
West Coast coming to the East Coast.
Yep.
Oh man,
I love Oakland today.
I don't think Baltimore beats anybody up. So, but I like them to win. But I'll take the points.
I love Oakland today.
Yeah, I
really do.
I'm against you guys on that one for whatever reason, but I'll take Baltimore.
You have game tape. You have game tape on Lamar Jackson now.
Yeah.
Okay, you just don't let him run the ball. He's not going to throw it against you.
You can game tape it all you want, brother. Their defense stinks. So I mean, you can look at film all you want when you got no talent on your defense. Not that I'm a big Lamar Jackson guy. I don't think it's about Lamar Jackson. I think they create turnovers today.
I'm playing Gus Bus, so I hope Gus Bus goes nuts. Gus Bus!
I think they smack him in the mouth today. So, yeah, I don't think
Gus Edwards, let's go, Gus.
I don't think Oakland has a shot in that football game.
Okay. San Fran at Tampa. Tampa -2.
I'll take San Fran. I'll take Tampa,
Crab legs, as much as I hate him.
He'll be out by the second half, and Fitzpatrick will be in. You know how they operate.
Is Beathard playing?
That's what Poe said. No, I think it's still Mullins.
Is it? No. Nah.
Mullins or no?
Is it Mullins?
Oh, it's Mullins, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Give me San Fran. Tampa stinks. Giants at Philly. We already know that. It's 5-point spread. I'll take the Birds.
Birds.
Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cincinnati -1. I love the Browns.
I'll take the Browns. Yep, I like the Browns.
That line screams Cleveland though. The line screams Cleveland. I'm sorry, screams Cincinnati. The line screams Cincinnati -1 at home against Cleveland, but give me Cleveland. Cincinnati's a dumpster fire. There's no A.J. Green still. New England at the Jets. New England laying 13.
Roll job.
Yeah, it might be like 30.
Coming off a loss, roll it up and smoke it and pass it to your friends.
Who's starting quarterback for Jets? Fucking
Josh McCown.
Is it McCown?
Is it Drago?
Yeah, it's McCown. Oh, Jesus.
Is it Drago?
It's going to be ugly. Seattle at Carolina. Carolina -3.
Love Seattle. They're playing well.
Yeah, I think Seattle's playing good ball.
Starting to figure it out.
Should be a good game, that game, I think.
Yeah, I like Seattle in that game, too.
That could be a shootout.
Miami at the Colts. Colts -9.
Tanny Butt is back. Man, it's a lot of high points, but the Colts are rolling people, and they're playing well. So, give me the Colts.
Give me Miami, actually. I think Tannehill keeps it close.
Yeah, I'll take the Colts.
Arizona, these are 4 o'clock games. Arizona at the Chargers. Chargers laying 2 touchies, 14.
Wow,
that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. And they spit the hook back last week.
I actually like the Chargers. I think they might win by more than that because they
like should be playing angry. Yeah, they should be playing angry.
They screwed up last week.
Yeah, I like the Chargers.
Yeah, it's high for a reason. Give me the Chargers.
Pittsburgh at Denver. Pittsburgh -3.
I like Denver at home.
So do I.
Tough to play Mile High.
I like Denver at home.
The Steelers, they're playing tremendous football, obviously, and they rallied last week. But we know that the Jags aren't. The Jags were for Gazy. We know that. So it's tough to go into Denver. Not that Denver's anything, but I look for Steelers maybe to stub their toe this week.
This is a game to keep yourself on life support, kind of like we are right now tonight. Green Bay at Minnesota.
Both. Both life support.
That's what I'm saying. It's a game to stay on life support.
Another tie.
Yeah, they tied the first time
What's
they
the
played
line?
this year. The line is Minnesota -3.
Oh, I'll take the Pack then, just with the 3. Minnesota stinks. Packers stink. They both aren't good enough. I'll go with the better quarterback. I'll rest. I'll hang my hat on him tonight in a primetime game. where he usually shows up. So.
Give me the Vikes.
Yeah, I like Minnesota.
Yeah.
I like
No,
Minnesota.
I think about it,
Yeah,
Tom.
I'm
Dog.
with
Yeah, switch it.
We're
Well, I
not
thought
dumb.
the same thing
Usually
I thought same thing last Thursday, and not that he played bad. You know what I mean? It's just
And then tomorrow
not there.
night, tomorrow night,
Yeah, they're not good enough.
Tennessee at Houston tomorrow night. Houston -4.
That I'm going to tell you is a roll job. Bob McNair just died the other night, and it's a roll job. All right, Texans roll them, and it's an interdivision, and they usually beat each other up, and it should be a close game, but that's that guy was beloved, and they're going to roll.
What up, TTP?
All right, was he beloved? I think that wasn't he like shunned in the last couple of years?
Nah, he said
For
that
comments?
thing, but he wasn't. He said the asylum thing, but he wasn't.
He
He
said-
was supposed to or something.
He said prisoners run the we're not gonna let the prisoners run the prison or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought it made sense. You don't want the prisoners running the prison. It's a bad idea.
Harlem talking about, did Wentz play in a Pro Bowl or a playoff game, Tommy? Okay, well, he would have, Harlem, if he didn't get hurt. So, I mean, I love you, brother, but
The Pro Bowl's like kissing your sister, bro. I mean, keep stacking them up. Who the fuck cares? I mean, the NFL Pro Bowl is a joke, right? So, yeah, sure, you like to be honored, but I mean, you want to be an All Pro. You know what
I want to be first team All Pro.
Get it on. Get voted, by other
Your
people.
peers.
Yeah, I mean, other than a popularity contest or and plus the game itself is horseshit.
Just like, I mean, it's the same thing with baseball. You know what I mean? It's a fan vote. So, it's great, and popularity comes out on top like always. But I'm all for that first team this, first team that.
Listen, your eyeballs tell you. I mean, come on.
I mean, the guy was going to be the MVP, bro, if he didn't get hurt. I mean, there's no way of running around that. So,
Ritter,
I
know
think
what
it's unfair.
Ritter, I know what the
unfair.
comment is, but Bob McNair said it the way I said it. That's why he was in so much water.
Yeah.
The comment is supposed to be the inmates run the asylum, but he said prisoners run the prison. Is what he said. That's why he got in. Because then they're like, what do you call it?
Yeah, he said
Hey,
it wrong.
he's the old man that tried using a fucking term and said it wrong. Is what it really was. But he got kind of in some hot water for that in recent years.
TDP says you and the boys were sitting home watching the birds. Yep. Speak on it, brother. Preach on it.
Preach.
Why are we talking about Pro Bowls and all that shit? Like, what does that matter? I mean, what matters is this team went and won a Super Bowl last year, and you seem to just want to dismiss it. You know what I mean? And then when you're not dismissing it, you want to take shots at 11. Like,
I know who will never be a Pro Bowler, and that's Dak.
Yep.
So
remember that accuracy? Remember that accuracy little game you played that one game?
Hashtag that. All right, hashtag that. All right, but I did tell you on a positive note for you, Harlan, and I told everybody that would listen, all right, that Coop wasn't done. All right, so everybody wanted to bury Coop. Coop ain't done. All right, 24 years old, they want to fucking put dirt on him. Come on. You can fucking play.
Yep.
Everybody wanted that.
And listen,
everybody wanted that.
And when you run the football, right?
Yeah, of course.
No. When you
Zeke's
run,
a monster.
Well, when you run the football, and you get me and Rob were talking about this before the show, but when you run the football and now you allow one-on-one matchups with Amari Cooper, that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? Like if you can't run and you can double him all day, then obviously it's going to be hard pressed for Dak to get him the football. But when you can run the ball like they have been able to and get Zeke involved, and it opens up the whole
Balance.
playbook for a guy who's not a pocket guy to be able to sit in there and read defense. He's never going to be that, right? I give him a lot of credit for his run. His touchdown run was sick, right? Because he made dudes miss and all that shit. But that's what he is. But to act like he's anything more
when Zeke's running
when
well,
he is,
when Zeke's running
it is
well,
nonsense.
He'll look good because on play action,
And it's
he's
blinders.
good. Anybody can make those throws.
It's blinders talk. If you think he's even in the same conversation as Carson Wentz, it's blinder talk. It's not fair.
I said this last week. I got a theory on the Cowboys. If Zeke would stop being such a fat shit in the offseason, I think you guys would start better. Because I feel like it takes him like 6 weeks to get in shape, and then he starts running crazy.
And he loves half shirts too.
Yeah. You think he'd be more in shape with the half shirt?
He had a
off.
good start last year, though. No?
Yeah, he did. And then also, like, he knew he was going to get suspended. So
Yeah,
I feel
so
like,
you had to do it right off the bat. Yeah, a little extra motivation. I got you.
I hate Zeke because he's a Cowboy, but I mean, Zeke's a fucking stud.
Yeah,
I
rightfully
mean,
so.
he's
Yeah.
a terrible interviewee. Like, getting interviewed, he's the worst. He's fucking stupid as shit. Like, just listen to him talk. He's so dumb.
Shocker.
He's the worst. But
He's a Cowboy.
now Dak's a good talker, right? Like, to me, Dak's a good talker in pressers. Like, he says all the right things, just not good enough. Yeah, I mean, they're playing good defense down there. They're run blocking like they're supposed to, like that line is.
Van Der Esch is a monster.
Yeah, I love that kid.
I mean, the best thing to happen to you is Sean Lee going out.
I love that kid.
Because now he's playing more. Him and Jalen Smith are playing more, and they're both good.
I love that Van Der Esch kid. I really do. There was some Cowboys crumbs that were hating that pick when he got picked. I fucking love that kid. That kid's a stud.
Hold on, we were just giving Amari credit, bro. I mean, we're not going to sit here and blow you now, all right? But we gave him credit, and that's that. But you seem to only give credit one side.
A little old-fashioned for you. What, you're upset with it?
Like
a little old-fashioned.
Like his credit, though, goes one-sided, right? You see our unbiased conversation right there, right? Unbiased, just football convo. Try it. Try it. For you Cowboys fans out there, try that unbiased shit for a minute. Let me know how it feels. It's okay. It's okay.
He said pattern running, route running.
Yep. So you're wrong again. I mean, come on, Harlem.
Pattern
Keep up.
running?
Keep up. That's it. And TTP said Dak doesn't stink. Dak is average, and that's perfect for the Cowboys because that organization embodies mediocrity.
They'll probably sign Reuben Foster soon.
Yep. Tom Lucas, Coop doing good now until he starts dropping the ball. Oh, drop talk.
He runs
drop
good
game.
routes.
No,
He runs good routes. He
I
does.
mean, dude, there's a reason he was a top 10 pick. The guy's a pimp. Like when he catches the ball, he makes guys mad. He's electric and he's on turf, which makes him even more explosive.
He hasn't had one single drop yet, which I'm surprised about. Questions was it Derek Carr?
Derek Carr stinks.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Ever since the injury, Derek Carr flat out stinks. Right? And if John Gruden wants to make the Las Vegas Raiders something that people want to come play for, he's got to figure that out. Because what I watch is not the guy that I watched 2 years ago. Not even close. Not even a resemblance. He flat out he's his brother, but worse right now.
David?
He's his brother. He's not good enough.
Is there a David sighting?
He's not good enough. And what's the excuses, right? He's had playmakers around him. He's had a running game. He's had a running game and all that fun shit, but he's not good enough. I mean, I think your eyes can tell you that. The ball don't come out with the zip it used to. None of it. I don't know if the injury was like a Markel thing, but like the shoulder just never got right again. You know, and that's what I see. I see a guy that's not confident, and then obviously you bring a new offense in, and that's tough to pick up on. And you're playing for a guy who's fucking tough to play for, dude. Like Gruden's a good coach. We know all that. When they're losing, it's tough. I'm telling you, if that keeps up, he ain't gonna be there that long because he can't take it. He's not a guy who can he can deal with this year, get draft picks, but Derek Carr, if he wants to be the starter for the Raiders moving forward, next year's a make it or break it year for him, in my opinion. If he plays like shit again, they're tanking again and looking for a quarterback. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to.
Obviously, Gruden couldn't get that kind of money in college, but I feel like he wants to be a college guy. You know what I mean? Just like he wants to wipe out all the veterans, and he's trying to get younger guys in there and guys that he can put his thumb on.
Yep.
Guys, those veteran guys just don't want to hear it anymore, or it's XY banana. That shit got old, I guess. Whatever. They just,
I like what he's doing. I mean, I'm not a believer in the Khalil Mack deal, but you got a lot back. Okay, good. You're trying to just what you're doing is you feel like you can't sign him. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get as many picks back and rebuild this organization for the move to Las Vegas. I mean, it's all set up for the move to Vegas for them to be the Raiders of old, right? I mean, that's the whole concept while you're building $1 billion stadium.
Well, they figure we go.
Right, Len? I mean, me and Len seen the spot for it. Freaking gigantic.
Well, you figure you go to Vegas, you're going to have a ton of money, you'll sign some guys.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking.
Well, because he even said it.
And what, three first-rounders? I mean.
Yeah. Well, he even said it, Sweepsy. He said, guys are going to want to come play in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Why not? It's great.
I would. Why would you not?
It's great. And dude, you're talking about another wonder of the world.
Vegas,
right? You
baby,
talk about
Vegas.
You talk about Jerry's World being a moose snuck of a stadium. Oh, you see this bad boy get rolled out. You know what I mean?
You kidding me? They're gonna have dancers come out before the game and everything. It's gonna be crazy. It's like the fucking Vegas Knights. They started out hot. That's probably what they're thinking.
Bunny Ranch trips. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Team building exercise at the Bunny Ranch.
In my contract, all right, I want
Is
20
Lamar there?
Bunny Ranches.
Is Lamar there?
Oh, jeez.
He might be.
Yeah.
Or D-Talk.
I was just gonna
That's
say.
where Chloe sends you.
Oh my god.
That's where Chloe, and then Tristan just
Check
balls
his
out.
pulse.
But Chloe sent Lamar over there. And I love the interview with the guy who ran the brothel who died. And he's like,
Tready
"Oh, yeah,
Stills.
we checked on him. He was fine." No, he wasn't. He wasn't
pat
fine.
him down.
Bye, baby.
What up, man?
What up, Len?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Did you know he won some sort of election?
Who? The brothel
Dennis
guy?
Hoff, yeah.
Dennis Hoff. He's
Yeah.
great, though.
After he died, celebrating his 71st
What a
birthday
gig.
with a party.
Taking
What
your
a-
car?
No, she's probably taking hers.
All right. I'm behind you.
Yeah, I mean, we need to. We'll find the keys and move it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Key talk. Keys talk.
I know where they are.
Oh my God, what a
God,
night!
I hope they're in the dishwasher. Please.
That's the greatest thing ever. The socks in the dishwasher. I was dying this morning, dude.
but put my sneaks back on, cuz. I woke up on the couch like 8 a.m.
Sneaks on, no socks?
Yeah.
Why'd they go in the dishwasher?
I have no idea. They were dirty.
Need a quick wash.
There was all kind of oregano on the kitchen floor with like water. I was trying to make
Make some pizza?
I don't know what I was doing.
Handmade?
Little Ilios?
Oh yeah, well B's always making. Bianca's always making water soup. So I thought maybe that was a good idea.
Were you spinning the pie?
Woke up, watch on everything, just on the couch.
Oh man, Robbie, you want to get fired on the questions and get out of here by 12:30?
That's not fall asleep by that. That's called passing it.
No, yeah.
That's blackout.
Yeah, I didn't go to
Hashtag
sleep.
blackout.
Yeah.
I woke up with I bought like Milano cookies too. I bought like the Milano cookies, and I woke up with chocolate all over my hands. I don't even know.
That's it. I'll tell you what. That's
crazy. I love it.
That's one of my biggest. I will say about myself, like one of my biggest issues is I think I'm sober till I black out. Oh, I'm sober. Don't worry about
it. Sober talk. All right, 5 questions, Robbie. Let's rock it.
All right, boys. Let's start off with your questions for this 25th of November, 1 month away from Christmas. Start off with a primer. Who is the best broadcasting duo of all time, any sport?
Oh,
Sweeps and Wilson, obviously.
Yes.
Is there a hand grab there? You got arm grabs going.
Hand fighting.
Wasn't letting that happen.
I'll go.
That's a tough one.
I'm going.
I'm going Harry and Richie.
Ah, see, motherfucker. God damn it.
Had to.
You got to go Harry and Richie. It's got to be Harry and White.
I mean, for us
Harry
guys
White.
here, yeah, I mean, that's what we grew up on, so they're my guys.
Just because you went there, and I'll go somewhere else. I mean, I guess I'll say Merrill and Mike, but Mike's just like there.
Yeah, Merrill's a goat there.
Oh,
Madden.
Thanks, Mike.
Madden and Michaels.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Madden and Summerall, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, Madden always got people. Gave him a hard time, but
who was before Madden?
Madden was good, man.
Who was before Madden? It was Summerall and who? They just hammered in the booth. Before Madden, it was Summerall and
I don't know.
Fuck. It's a good one though. We gotta think that. We look that up.
TTP says Mark Zumoff and Al Abinabi. Ha ha
Oh, God.
I love Zoom.
Al Nabi's fucking clueless.
Gotta lock all doors and windows.
Yep. Hold on, Al. We're coming in for a landing. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. What do you got next, Robbie?
All right, moving on to college football. After suffering an ugly record-breaking loss to Ohio State 62-39 and having their playoff hopes pretty much dashed, is Michigan overrated?
Yep. Well, he's overrated. The head coach overrated.
Jim Harbaugh.
I mean, you're a QB guy. You never got a QB.
Kaki's been overrated.
You're a QB guy. But they scored 39 points. I know Ohio State stinks on defense as well, but you gave up 62. You were supposed to be the best defense in the country besides Alabama, whatever. And it's unbelievable. You can't beat this guy. The guy apples up. It's incredible. Yeah. Incredible.
Urban Meyer is fucking packing fucking Jim's lunch for him every day, sending him on the school bus, bringing him home, tucking him into bed. Urban owns him. He's his daddy, okay? That's just all it is. Daddy talk. Urban is Jim's daddy.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so true.
Just pet the bird.
Owns that
Petey.
ass.
Just pet Petey.
Pretty bird.
My pet bird. Pretty bird.
He's one of the most overrated coaches of all time.
Pretty bird.
That's just how I feel about him. He's so overrated.
But this was supposed to be their shot, though. This was supposed to be their shot to beat Ohio State, and you put up a dud like that.
Yeah, and guess what happens? Smoked.
Yeah. I think it's just so funny that you've not got a
60 burger.
How do you not have a top tier QB want to come play for you? Right? When you're a QB guy, you have no top tier.
The kid transferred in Patterson. I mean, he's okay. He's not. But you're right. I mean, yes, for being a quarterback, whisperer, whatever people want to give him that air quote. Yeah, he hadn't had a quarterback
for a while.
He put up 39.
And guess what? You can go 10.
4 years in, you still don't have one.
10-1. You can go 10-1.
I'm just saying a top 10 guy out there. You know what I mean? Like a top 10 recruit. Yeah. That's a quarterback. None. What?
You can go 10-1. You lose to Ohio State, years of failure. Doesn't matter. He hasn't beat Ohio State yet. So guess what? He hasn't had a successful year yet.
And you can be a great recruiter defensively.
In the playoff. There wasn't a bigger year for it to happen than this year. Like you said, you never beats them. All right, so it's been an issue all the time. But this year was your defense. Ohio State was supposed to be down. I mean, offensively, they're still skilled, right? But defensively, Ohio State stinks. This was your opportunity. You're better on offense, and you're supposed to have this top-ranked defense, and you give up a 60 burger. Oh my God! And
60 burger
right at the finish line. You were smelling the playoffs. And you're right now. Bye.
Bye. Next one, Robbie.
Who gets in now, boys? I'm sorry, before we go back
go
to
for
Pove. Oklahoma. Ohio State can't come from all the way from there. Can
No,
they? From nine? Can they come
Oklahoma's
from-
in to me.
No.
Right now they are.
Nope.
Oklahoma is to me because it's quarterback.
How much you want to bet? I bet you Ohio State gets in. I bet you Ohio State will be no. It's all null and void if Georgia beats Bama because Georgia and Bama will both get in, and none of them will get in. But Ohio State will be the 4 seed on what is it today? Did they announce today? Ohio State will be
Tonight.
4.
Tuesday,
I bet you.
Right?
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah,
It's Tuesday.
it is later in the week.
I bet you Ohio State's 4 because Oklahoma's defense is god awful, and they won't. And because of that, they'll hurt them. Because of that, I'm telling you. Now, Oklahoma still has to play Texas. If Oklahoma beats Texas,
Which
who's
they
the
will.
only team they lost to,
Which they will.
have maybe they'll rehop them, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
I
think
just
good as
feel
a
Ohio
quarterback.
State is coming from far.
Because
though,
Ohio,
you know?
but Ohio
like if
State,
they were 5 or
Ohio
6,
State plays Northwestern, who's not even any good, so they should.
I
kill
know.
them.
But if they were 6 or something,
Yeah,
I
I
hear
can
you.
see them.
It's coming from
Well,
9. But I mean, if it's a
UCF
blowout, it's impressive.
UCF's done.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State's going to jump everybody. I really do.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll
I really
find out. Next one, Robbie.
All right, boys, let's talk a little hot stove. Machado and Harper may lead this offseason's free agent class, but which free agent promises bigger returns, one of them or someone else?
Well, it's one of them.
Yeah.
The biggest returns are them. But, I mean, there's other guys out there, though. If you want to talk other guys out there, there's other guys I really like out there. I like Patrick Corbin a lot. Would love to get my hands on him. I don't know. I think he's going to get a lot of money.
Oh,
I
of course.
would assume.
He's been
Well,
though.
you saw the Yankees get
James
the
Paxton.
first
the big Maple.
Shire the first they shot their first bullet.
Yeah, Big Maple's never healthy, though. So that's up. I mean, it's a good get if he's healthy.
Yeah.
Corbin's been linked to the Phillies a couple of times in some reports, so it's not a far-fetched name as a guy linked. He's been one of these guys linked to.
Dallas Keuchel, maybe like a veteran. We could use a veteran arm.
Well, I told you
A
what I
lefty.
wanted. I mean, just give me Harper,
Yeah,
Machado,
definitely.
and a Corbin, and let's just call it a day. And then we become the beast in the East.
We need a veteran lefty.
You know,
I think we're going to go get a veteran lefty.
because now your rotation's really good, stronger, and now you're gonna flat out hit with them too. Like I want both, and I know there's guys out there that would rather have one or the other. That's all well and good. I'll take both. Let's go. We got a big checkbook. We print money down here. We're a top 5 market. Let's act like it and just go spend it.
$700 million.
Yep,
I
let's go spend
understand
it.
it's not yours. I'm just saying.
Let's go spend it.
TTP actually
That place will be rocking
Rasul's
nightly.
out.
I know. Then you got to win.
Rocking.
You got to win
Our
12,
second
11 games.
No, because if you get Corbin, you don't.
TTP's
Yeah, I
talking.
mean-
Oh
about,
yeah, now you're talking
listen,
3 guys.
Well, I'm spending a boatload.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm really backing the Brinks up this offseason.
TTP's talking about our secondary
800
consists
million.
of Rasul Douglas and these other 3 guys. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, Rasul's out
Yeah,
too.
he's out, brother.
So it's just
He was hurt all
it's,
week,
it's Chandon Sullivan, Devontae Bosby, and Cravon LeBlanc. That's our secondaries today.
A Frenchie.
They're our corners.
Round
today.
it out.
Douglas didn't practice all week.
The Frenchie rounding it out for us.
Chandon's like a mixture of Chandler and Brandon. I don't know what's going on there. Devontae Bosby, and then Cravon. Who knows where that came from? That's the only guy ever
Yeah,
in the
you
history of the
Craig.
world named Cravon.
You Craig,
Yo,
Craig.
that's Cravon.
You Craig girl. How about Craven?
Yo, is that Craig, Bob? Craig?
Before we
Well-
leave this question, we talked about it last time you were here, Tommy, but just for anybody tuning in new to first time, if you had a choice, you had to choose between Machado and Harper to get who you going with. Who has the bigger return?
It's Manny, dude. I mean, it's just numbers speak volumes. I mean, Harper's
I go
more
Harper.
Harper's more my kind of guy.
I go
But Manny's numbers are just so much better. If I'm spending $400 million, I'm giving $400 million and 320 and 40 than giving.
know that.
If I had a choice, it's Manny, no question, because of the numbers. I love Harper. I want both. That's why I said I don't even want to choose. But to your question, it's Manny all day, and forget the other stuff. I gotta base off a guy who flat out rakes and. You know what I mean? And when Harper's a 250
He
guy,
wants to play shortstop. I'm not in on Manny.
give a fuck where he wants to play when you bat
I
320.
do. He's not. He's an average shortstop. He's a plus third baseman. He wants to play third. I'm in.
All right. Well, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I agree there. I mean, I'd much rather be on the corner. I think that's where he's better at.
Plus Harper's younger. Hasn't been as injured. Oh, I'll go Harper.
Harper's been injured plenty, but I mean, I want both.
He hasn't had a major. Manny's
And
had 2
Manny
major injuries.
and he might have showed his true colors. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
didn't really play well with the Dodgers. He was there for a couple months, so it wasn't like he was but he
hit
showed
like
his true colors. And then
272.
obviously he was a crumb too, so he didn't play well.
He said
On the
stupid
field,
shit,
and
yep.
he did a lot of stupid shit where he was
But
out
I'll
of his
still take
mind.
the chance because of the numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to pass them numbers up if you're asking me to, like, you're putting both guys up next to me saying pick one. Well, how am I not going to go to that? Like, when I look, you know what I mean? When I just compare numbers, how do I not go towards that? I know the rest. I know the other
batting
stuff.
average, Harper, but everything else right
But
there.
Yeah, but it's not as good. I mean, Manny drives in more runs, in my opinion. Manny hits more homers.
Better offense for years.
Listen, I get all that. I want both. That's the point. I don't want to pick one or the other. Just go open the book up, baby.
I go
open
Harper.
the book.
I don't like Machado.
I know you don't. And I'm
I'm
not saying I like this shit. You know what I mean?
I'll take Machado.
I'm not saying I like all that bullshit. I'm just saying if I had if a gun to my head and I got to pick it and I got to pick over, okay, whose production's better? Right? It's easy. I love Harper, but it's easy. When Harper wants to be Harper and bat 280 like he's fucking supposed to and should easily in his sleep, then it's not even a question.
He hit 340 1 year.
Oh, and that's a long time ago, babe. That's a long time ago.
2 years ago.
Long time ago. Next
He's
question,
24.
Listen, I love Harper. I want him. I'm just saying that if I had to pick one, that's the guy I'm picking.
Of course, you always go to the crumb. So
Crumb talk.
I'm going off strictly numbers, brother, on that one.
he's a crumb, though.
I'm
not giving that guy $400 million.
Well, he's going to get somewhere, so now why not come here with
That's
Harper?
Fine. That's fine. Let him go to the Yankees.
Let him come here with Harper. Don't be that guy.
Let him go to the Yankees.
Harper don't put us over nothing. The two of them make us one of the best teams in the NL. Okay? One doesn't make that.
Well, I would hope so.
Two. Well, no.
This guy goes, if we get two of them, I think we're a pretty good team.
Well, no, I'm just making a point.
He's still going to win 12-11.
Well, the difference from 1 to 2 is gigantic, obviously. So I'm not going to just go spend on one. And if I'm going to open the book up and the checkbook, I'm opening it to everybody because I want to act like the market I'm supposed to be. If I'm top 5, I got all the money in the world to spend. Comcast deal, the whole nine. They're printing money down there. And then you're going to sell the ballpark out every night. Right? That ballpark will be sold out. Don't make that money back and tenfold. So go open it up. Go act like a big boy for once.
No, I agree, but
one doesn't make me act like a big boy.
But
two does.
But do we have to get two, or would you rather get I'd rather get Harper.
Arms. You need arms.
I'd rather get Harper, a strong lefty starter, and a couple. There's a couple other pieces I wouldn't mind getting, like
a closer, like Kimbrel. I mean, come on.
Maybe a closer.
Give me all 4.
Maybe a.
Give me all 4.
Maybe a guy that can play a bunch of different places.
You know how money works in baseball.
Like a Swiss Army knife, like a Marwin Gonzalez.
I love Marwin. But give me 4. Give me 4. Give me Kimbrel. Give me Corbin, and give me the 2 puppies. You know how the money works in baseball. You can spend as much as you want.
I don't know if they're gonna spend that much.
Well, I would.
You're talking $900 million right there, maybe.
Well, I'm talking like I'm gonna act like the Red Sox and Yankees. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna act like the big boys at.
Nobody's ever signed 2 guys.
I was gonna say.
Let's be a trendsetter.
No one's ever spent $900
Let's
million.
be the fucking trendsetter, babes. Let's go. Let's change it up. Throw a couple curveballs.
Call them up.
Somebody's going to do it at one point. You know what I mean?
Listen,
like somebody will. So
thinking,
just be the guy who starts it off.
We're thinking $900 million. $900 million, strong offseason.
John Middleton's going to be like, yeah. Let me go check with all the other owners because there's fucking 72 of them.
No.
It's disgraceful. There should be one guy that handles all that. One owner who says, "Yep, we're gonna open it up." One guy. Shouldn't be 42 guys.
That gotta have cash.
No, but it's got to be 42 guys that sign off on it. There's millions of owners on this team.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to find a guy with a huge bankroll. If you only one guy. You're talking $900 million.
Next question. I can talk about this all day. Next one.
Yeah, let's get into the championship rounds of the 5 questions. Now, these 2 specialty questions, just to forewarn you, probably the hardest ever. You're going to have some tough choices here. Let's start off with who would win in a fist fight. We have the previous reigning winner, Peyton Manning, versus NHL goon turned scoring forward, Tom Wilson. Who would win in a fist fight?
Still going Peyton, Wills?
That's my Uncle Tom. We got to go with Tom.
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom's taking Peyton down.
Hockey guy,
okay?
Right?
Peyton can't fight on skates because who we kidding?
And where are we fighting? Are we fighting on skates?
Obviously. Tom don't fight on earth. Fights on skates.
Earth it is. Earth talk.
No, this is a ground fight. This is the taking him out of his element off the ice.
He said Earth. That's great.
Yes.
I'll still go.
There's Earth and there's ice.
Let me go. let me go. I'll go Wilson. Let Tommy Wilson move on.
Let Tom.
Yeah,
we got a new winner.
Yep, we got to switch it up. Peyton can win every week.
Peyton wins everything.
Yep, we got to give him an L here.
Nice. All right, boys, let's wrap it up. Smash, marry, kill. This week's theme.
Marry.
Yeah, man.
Google.
You might not have to Google these, but maybe you do. This week's theme: top models on the gram.
Oh, love this.
Yeah, I don't got to Google this.
Love this.
I have no idea.
We'll help you.
Let's start off Emily Ratajkowski.
Yep, Google it. Wow it.
Yeah, everyone knows Ratchet.
We got Alexis Wren.
Oh, I love Alexis Wren.
Oh, I love Alexis Man too.
And we got Abigail Ratchford.
Oh my God.
Abby Ratch.
Abby
too?
Ratch. Let me marry the
Toughest
Ratch.
smash, marry, kill
Yeah,
ever.
I'm marrying the Ratch because if you've seen her on the gram, how can you not? Let me help you out. Oh, let me help my Uncle Sweets with the Ratch.
Every
I got
device
you.
we have is.
I got you, babe. I like
All right,
every photo.
I'm gonna. Okay, I know
Look,
mine.
look,
I know
she's
mine.
looking-
I know mine. I'm going to smash Ratch.
Yeah, yeah.
Smash
Yeah,
Ratch.
hold on.
I'm going to smash
Hold on, I'm not
Ratchford.
done
I'm
with
going to marry Ren, and I'm going to kill
I'm not done with
Ratchkowski.
I'm not done. Oh my God. I'm not done. Hold on. There's more.
Wow.
There's
That's
more.
a surprise.
There's more. You want to soak that in? You
Red
want
looks
to
like a
hop in the
body.
shower? Hop in the shower?
Marrying her.
Look at that walk.
Yeah,
Look at that walk. Look at that walk.
I know Abby Ratchford. I'm well aware.
Oh, I know you are.
I gotta just hope that she wants to do it all the time. So.
Look
I'll
at-
marry her.
yeah, I'm marrying Ratch. I'm smashing Ren, and I guess I got to kill Emily. It sucks, but somebody's got to go.
Yeah, she dimed out Ben in what's that fucking movie with the God damn it, I fucked that up. Long day.
Well, I don't know.
No, Ratchkowski is like the girl that Ben Affleck's fucking on the side in Gone Girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's right. I
And,
forgot about that.
she dimes him out. So yeah, she's gotta go.
She'll get killed. But I got.
So you're both killing Rat. Wow.
Yeah, I'm marrying Abigail. It's not even a question.
You're marrying, then you're smashing Alexis?
Yeah, and I'm not even smashing Alexis because Abigail gave you everything you need. I don't even need to go.
Were you the same, Wills, or
It's
did
like-
you have a flip-flop?
No, I'm marrying
Bye-bye.
Ren.
You're marrying Ren,
I'm marrying Ren.
and you're smashing Abigail.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you've got those two switched.
We'll let Abby go real quick.
Oh God, who you?
She seems like too much.
Hop in.
I can't even look
Hop
at
in bed with us.
it. Ooh, yeah. It's a thurple. I said that to you.
Oh, that's great.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
It's a guy with a Browns couch
Every
jersey,
quarterback.
and then it has all the other quarterbacks that have played since couch: Detmer, Wynn, Peterson, Holcomb,
Spoozing.
Garcia, McCown, Dilfer, Fry, Anderson, Dorsey, Quinn, Gradkowski, McCoy, Delhomme, Wallace, Whedon, Lewis, Campbell, Hoyer, Manziel, Shaw, McCown, again, Davis, Griffin III, Kessler, Kaiser, Hogan, Taylor, Mayfield. That's crazy.
Spooge and win.
It's nuts.
Spurgeon Wynn taking over Tom Brady. Good pick. Spurgeon Wynn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's Ratch all day. I don't even know what to do. My goodness gracious.
I do love Abby.
It
Abby
moved.
Ratchford. I'm
It
a
moved.
Alexis Wren fan.
The dial moved. Glad to see you still work, big fella.
Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping in.
18 shots later, it moved.
Whoa, calm down, buddy.
It moved.
Oh God, listen.
All right, let's fucking go, Birds. Let's go.
Let's go, Birds. We love you, fam. Thanks for joining us like you do every Sunday. We'll see you next Sunday morning as well. Maybe night. You never know. Me and Will's got a little trip to Maine we got to make.
Possible.
It's bigger than us.
Bigger than us.
It's bigger than us.
Cookie
It
talk.
is. Edible talk. Edible talk.
Cookie.
Cookie and gummies.
Tom Arnone,
We'll be like the Cookie Monster. Cookie.
Nick Delgado, Brian Wilson, Robbie Poble, and the ones and twos, the family out there.
Pulled over at a rest stop. Both of you just have crumbs on your fucking chest. We're good. See you guys next week.
Is there a Hardee's here? Is there a Hardee's? We're looking for a Nathan's or a Hardee's.
In every rest stop on the way home.
Nathan's
starving.
or Hardee's.
Oh, my God, I'm crying. Thank you, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton, New Jersey. Let's go fucking Birds, family. Let's get it dub.
Thanks for a great night, boys.
We'll see you next Sunday. Congrats to the Hall of fucking Famer. Let's go.
Thanks for a great
We're in by association, as James Wilder said. Let's fucking eat.